Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I want to talk to you today about disappointment, things that can happen on the cruise ship, and in particular one incident where a cruise ship broke down, people were stuck on the ship for a while, they had to be flown back home, some people, yet it's not those people who were complaining, it's the people on the cruise afterwards. So quickly I'll run down what happened on the story. P&O Cruise Line's Ventura, one of their more luxury ships, was heading on one of her cruises when she'd suffered propulsion issues. She ended up being stuck at sea for a little bit, just an hour or so, and they sent out a mayday and asked for tugboats to come out because they weren't very far from port. 5 tugboats headed out, brought the ship back into port and secured them, and they said they're probably going to be there another 24 hours. Well, as it turns out, it was a much worse problem than they thought it was going to be. And they ended up having to fly in technicians and additional parts to fix the propulsion issues, and they were there 5 more days than expected. Now, because of this, they offered to fly everybody that was on the ship who needed to be back at the port that they were finishing at. They were going to fly them home, make sure everybody gets there and cover the costs and all that sort of thing. P&O did right by that. Still not sure what they offered them on board, but I think they're trying to figure that out because some people decided to stay. Even though they were going to miss 2 more ports, they ended up still being able to spend 5 more days than expected on the cruise ship, and everything was covered while they were on that cruise ship. If you had the drink package was covered. If you had the internet package, the internet package was covered. All that sort of thing. So but some people just decided to stay there, and a lot of people were tweeting out saying, "Oh darn it, stuck on an exotic island for 4 extra days. Oh, well, life could be worse." And yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly how you deal with those kind of situations. You just go with those flows, right? Which is perfect. However, because the ship was going to take longer to get back to the home port that they originally left from, that meant that they had to cancel 4 days out, just 4 days away, the following cruise because they weren't going to make it there on time, and they still weren't sure if the repairs were going to be done on time. So they sent out emails and to everybody, and text messages, etc. And a lot of people were really disappointed. And I can see this. You're about to go on a cruise 4 days out, and you get a message saying the ship broke down and isn't going to be there. But some of the messages were kind of out there, if you know what I mean. Like, "I'll never sail with P&O Cruise Lines again because of this." Like, because it broke down, the ship broke down, you'll never sail with P&O again. Not that you were on the cruise or anything. It broke down before it even got to you, but that's like saying you're on your way to a movie theater and your car breaks down, so you're never going to go see a movie again. It just doesn't coincide with the logic there. But I do understand disappointment, and there is, even if you had the travel insurance and you were able to get all your money back and recover anything like hotels and all that, get all that back and even get a future cruise credit again, it still doesn't cut the fact that you're not going on vacation now in 4 days. The odds of you booking another cruise or anything within 4 days from the port you were supposed to leave in is pretty slim, pretty slim. So I can really see that disappointment. It was just some of the messages out there, how can they allow this to happen? What? You know what I mean? Like, how do you allow that to happen? Again, your car breaks down. How did you allow that to happen? It just does. These things are running 24/7, 365 days a year. Sometimes things are going to break. Sometimes they're going to shut down, and you have to be prepared for that sort of thing. And that's, again, if you're in, the big thing about, being 4 days out is just the inconvenience of it all. And I can see the frustration level really rise up there. But I have a feeling, after a week or so goes by and the disappointment subsides, a lot of these people are going to realize that, it was just one of those things that you can't predict, and you can't, blame anybody for. The cruise line didn't purposely break down their motor. They didn't, not do maintenance when it was supposed to be done. Cruise ships want to keep that boat running all the time. So maintenance is the one thing that they tend to do with their motors and all that stuff. That's the one thing they don't, if the flow rider breaks down or a merry-go-round breaks down or you can't use a slide, the ship can still sail. But they look after those motors and propulsion systems as best they possibly can, because that's basically what keeps them running and makes the money. So yeah, I am, like I said, disappointment sometimes happens. I got on the Sky Princess. I was on the way to the Sky Princess, and when I got to the port, they sent us away because, the ship hadn't cleared customs yet. Go away, come back later on tonight. So was I disappointed? It was only a 3-day cruise. Yeah. On the same cruise, we missed the only port we were stopping at a 3-day cruise. Their private island. Yes, disappointing, but you have to really learn to go with it. So, I just want to get everybody's expectations out there. Hope for the best, plan for good, but be prepared for bad. If you're one of those people who say, well, I'm just going to go on a short cruise, so I don't need the insurance, you're one of those people who's asking for trouble. If something does go wrong, it hits you. So that's one of those things that a lot of people don't take into consideration. And yep, that's a good reason to always keep abreast of your upcoming cruises ahead of time. And especially the cruise ship news and things like that, because like in this situation, just 4 days away from your cruise, the ship you're about to go on breaks down miles away from where you are. It's just, yeah, I understand your disappointment. Can you blame the cruise line? No, you can't. Should you never sail with P&O Cruise Lines again because of this? No, that's not a reason not to do it, because you could go on any cruise line again and that cruise ship can break down just as easy. So I just wanted to bring that out. While I totally understand disappointment, just, keep in mind, sometimes things never go as planned. Well, I hope you appreciate this little update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.